You are now listening to Candid Discussions, live on Ripped Radio. Candid Discussions serves you up with the best place to be to discuss love, dating, relationships, and all the obstacles that come with them. Kick back and listen to Candy and Unrestricted D on Candid Discussions.
Good evening. It's been a long time.
I know.
A very long time.
I know.
All right. So if you first time listeners and for our previous supporters, this is Candy Discussion on Unrestricted D.
I am Candy Davis.
And together we make Candid Discussion, where we talk about things such as relationships, love,
finances.
it sounds like it's kind of a repeat.
I know. We talk about dating. We talk about our actual first show was always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yes.
So we talk about things that people really think about and question themselves about, not just relationship as a whole, but a deep dive into what is really going on, why in the dating scene or the relationship scene.
True. But not even necessarily dating. I mean, you could be single too, and we still, cover some topics that single people like to discuss too. I mean, we talked about.
I'm single because.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So, it feels good to be back.
Yes, it feel like we've been gone for about 2 months. I'm
probably about that. That's probably because you've been doing kickball and all that other
me.
stuff. Shout out to Goombay.
Yes.
And Real Deal for taking all our time up on kickball and things of that nature.
And shout out and congratulations to the team that won last week.
The Nationals?
Yeah, someone won last week.
Oh, they did win. Shout out.
Someone did win. I can't remember who won.
For Real Deal, you talking about, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, For Real Deal. And for your
the Ladies League on Monday.
The Fitness Junkies.
Fitness Junkies.
Yeah,
okay.
Fitness Junkies.
Yeah.
Shout out to those teams. So shout out to all our friends and family that continue to support us throughout everything that we do as well.
And shout out to SmackDown because tomorrow we winning.
All right. Y'all heard it here first on Candy Discussion. SmackDown is winning.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Speaking of winning, what's tonight's topic?
Tonight's topic is head of household.
Whoa. What you mean by head of household?
I don't know.
Like filing taxes?
Maybe. Head of household. I'm going to look at it from my perspective, and you're going to look at, I guess, of course, you'll look at it from your perspective. And hope we get some callers in that will look at it from their perspective, too.
What's the number for them to call in?
The number to call is 301-232-5700.
Feel free to call in and let us know who runs your house, and most likely it's a man.
So a head of household means the person runs the house?
Yeah. It's the male.
Okay.
It's always the male.
It means they run it.
Yes, they run the house.
Okay.
They're the head of the house.
Okay. So, okay.
It's like in Congress. It's a man who head of, correct? Is that true?
Don't ask these type of questions unless you know.
Oh, I'm about to Google it. But I know it's men that run the household of wherever they at. Don't matter the finances, don't matter the religion preference, it doesn't matter if those there's real kids, don't matter. He run the house.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're going to dig into that and see.
All right. So, should we give people a definition of head of household?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Go
ahead.
My definition of head of household and what I grew up on is basically the person who is not even going to say the provider, the person that you look to for respect, questions. Most of the time they say that the man has the final word or
True.
On certain things. So that's kind of like my definition of head of household. It's kind of fluid, so it changes based on me being married now and trying to figure this thing out.
All right. So my definition of head of household means I run shit. Whatever I say goes. Whatever I want, you do. I mean, point blank. That goes from my wife, my kids, any pets, any visitors. Don't matter. It's my house. Respect my house.
We already got rid of the pets.
I know. I'll let you have that one. That's one thing I'll let you be head of household was the pets.
Okay.
All right, so look, once again, if you feel like you have any input on Candy's wrong definition, dial 301-232-5700. Once again, the number is 301-232-5700. And if there are any women that feel like they're actually running their house, please call in because I want to talk to you. I need to know if it's a woman out there that's actually running her household.
Okay. So the first question I have for you, since you run the house.
Y'all heard it here first. I run the house. Okay, let's go.
What does it mean? I'm sorry. Okay, let me back that up because we already know how you feel about it. What is the man's role in being the head of a house? What do you supposed to do?
Okay, I don't want to speak for every man because every man household is different. But one of my some of the things I would say, first thing is to protect it at any cost. That's before you go to bed, make sure the doors are locked, alarm systems are on, windows locked, whatever the case may be. Another thing would be making sure the bills are paid. From your account, the joint account, her account, whatever the case may be in your household, just to make sure whatever's going on is taken care of.
Okay.
Another one would be something as simple as taking care of the trash, because you don't want anything to invade your house, meaning any other animals, critters, and things like that, which is you not protecting your house. I'm probably missing some other stuff, but
Okay. What is your role as a husband?
To watch TV.
Oh my Jesus!
To get your choice of beer, which would be Heineken or Coronas, brought to you with the top off, with a chilled glass. It's like your role as a husband is still the same. It's to protect your household, protect protect your household and your family. Period. In general.
Okay.
Make sure your family is emotional and physically taken care of.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm missing some other stuff, but
All right. So, I'm gonna go what I found online, and you tell me if you agree.
let's go.
These are the roles of a husband in a marriage. Number one, the husband must love his wife.
True.
The main responsibility of a man is summed up in 3 words: love your wife. Ephesians 5:25. Husbands hold the key to flourishing in a marriage. Men are the initiators. The wife comes into full fruition and submission in response to the husband loving her as he should. All right. The next one is the husband must love Jesus.
I agree and disagree.
Okay.
And I say that because it just depends on who you believe in.
Okay.
For those that, might want to say that
All
something
right.
against what we believe in ourselves.
All right. Next one, be willing to lay down your life.
True. Very true.
Okay. To love as Christ loved and to lay down your life means that you must focus on your partner needs and not just your own. Philippines 2:3-9.
So you mean I got to worry about yours too?
Yes, of course.
I guess it would be.
The head of
I guess that
household.
would be
You
a
got to
husband.
worry about everybody, not just yourself. All right. Next, love unconditionally.
That's a hard one.
It says, do you love your wife? The fact of the matter is that many wives are not sure if their husbands love them. Damn, that's deep. There are 3 different words in the original Greek language for love. Each one of these loves have an important part to play in the marriage, but one of them should always prevail, which is eros, love on the physical level. So why is it hard to love unconditionally?
You said, why is it hard to love unconditional?
Mm-hmm. You said it's hard.
Because at times, you get upset and you get disappointed. Not saying that you don't still love them at the moment that happens, but you have that doubt at that moment, if that's safe to say.
Mm-hmm.
If someone does something to you, like, well, if they love me, they wouldn't do that. Well, that's not necessarily true because they could still love you, but just made a mistake.
Okay. All right. Next, a sacrificial love.
Oh, now, what you talking about now? What we going into?
It says, our love for our mate is to be an agape form of love. Agape form of love, since that is the kind of love Christ displayed towards the church. Pastor James MacArthur says, loving as Christ loved does not depend in the least in what others are in themselves, but entirely in what we are in Christ.
Okay.
Look, you said you're the head of household. I'm just telling you.
I mean, I am, but
they said the roles of a husband.
But again, I mean, that's kind of depends on who you believe in.
Okay.
Again, I just not saying I don't believe in what they're saying, but I just don't want our viewers or listeners to, get caught up that.
I understand. A
wanna be
patient
political
love.
correct.
You have to have a patient love.
Oh yeah, what's that?
A definitive illustration of agape love is found in Corinthians 13:4-7, verses 4 says that love suffers long. In other words, this type of love always allows your spouse to change in God's timing. So that means you have to be patient.
True. That's something I have to learn, and I have learned.
Okay.
For the most part, I've gotten better.
Yeah, you have.
I've gotten better.
A kind love.
I'm still working on it. Because me myself, I give tough love.
You can't. You got to know what your partner needs. It says,
true.
verses 4 also states that love is kind. You display this type of
we got a call.
okay.
We got a call.
Okay.
What's I do?
Candid Discussions, who's on the line?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great.
Who am I speaking with?
You speaking with Candy and Dwayne. Oh, Restricted D, I'm sorry. Who's calling?
I'm sorry. You said Candy and Dwayne. What was after that?
She said Unrestricted D, my radio name, but she said my real name at first. What's up? How you doing?
What's going on?
Not much. So let me
is
ask you a
the conference
question.
call?
Do you know the topic of
Go ahead.
tonight's topic?
Say it again?
Do you know tonight's topic?
No, I'm trying to figure out now.
All right, so tonight's topic is head of household. Do you run your household, or do somebody else run your household?
I run my household.
You run the household?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So what is your definition of head of household?
Mainly the person that take care of the house, like the breadwinner, basically the person that, go to work and pays the bills and provides for the family, etc.
Okay, so if the woman makes more money than the husband and pays most of the bills, is she the head of household?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So you're saying
Absolutely.
no? You're saying so basically it's a financial thing. So financially, the person runs the household.
Yes.
And why?
Whoever's financially holding the household down financially, yes, runs it.
Okay. Now I have no problem believing in what you believe in, but let's hypothetically say if someone's homeless, correct, and they don't have a
Say
household
again?
per se,
Okay.
but they have their union. Does it matter who runs it then?
You say they homeless, but they have a union?
I said they're homeless, but they still have a union. Not necessarily a house, a shelter, but they have the union of being together. So how financially could one be over the other?
Okay, the one person is homeless just with union, and the other person is financially
No,
stable.
you're both
and
you're both
good to
homeless.
go?
You're both homeless. Y'all have no house. Y'all have no shelter.
Okay.
Who's the head of household then?
We're both homeless.
Yes.
And we don't have no house, right?
Correct. So who runs the union?
And you said,
So household is not necessarily a house per
Yeah.
se.
Yeah.
got
It's not a physical
it's
place.
a home. Now, let me ask you a question. The man, on that note, the man is the rock. Then
So what
Then
if
the
they're
man is the
homeless
rock.
because of the man?
I'm sorry. Say again. I'm sorry.
What if they're homeless because of the man?
What if they're homeless because of the man?
Yes, in his bad decisions.
Meaning, okay. Then if the woman, then the woman's gonna be the head of her household because the man is weak. She's strong-minded. She's the strong one. He's weak now because he's been caused pain.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Caller. I'm not going against what you're saying, but I can't agree with what you're saying either because let's hypothetically say maybe it is called because of the man. Let's say he lost his job. Let's say he was the breadwinner. Let's say he lost his job. They just laid him off his job. Is his family not supposed to respect him because he's not able to take care of them?
The last part, right? The respect part. Say that last question again.
I said, is his family not supposed to respect? I said, is his family not supposed to respect him because he's no longer able to financially support them?
His family's supposed to respect him no matter what.
Correct.
Whether he got laid off, temporary laid off, or anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, because it ain't like you just down, but you ain't out. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get back, especially if you a person if you bounce back. Now, if you're a person that just lost your job and then you're gonna be out for what, like 6 to 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Where shit needs to be taken care of around the house. Then that's weak. The guy as a man, he's weak because he should be strong enough to go get a job as soon as he can, as fast as he can. I mean, unless he has a record. You know how that goes.
Okay. So some people could say if you have a record and you can't get a good job, you might be weak. Is that fair to say?
Well, yeah, because you shouldn't have got your ass in that position to then not get a job.
Okay, so maybe hold on, not to cut you off, but let me say this real quick before you move into your next one. Maybe they got themselves in that situation because they went to the streets to take care of their job. I mean, because they couldn't get a good job.
Hi, caller one. Can you hold 1 second? We have another caller that we want to add.
Oh. Thank you for calling Candid Discussion. Hello.
Just to give my opinion on the topic.
Yes. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Would you like
good.
to give your name?
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Calling in.
Hello.
Hi, caller. Would you like
Can
to
you hear
give
us?
your name, or should we just call you caller?
Demas is calling.
Okay. Hey, Demas. All right. So, what is your perspective on head of household?
So, I guess I grew up differently, but head of household to me is just
Demas? Hello?
I guess. All right.
We still got caller number 1 on?
All right, Demas. Call back if you can. I don't know if you're head of household paid your phone bill, but if so, call back. All right. So.
I need some women to call in. Oh, we need some women to call in.
Oh yeah. Where's our most
301
controversial women? Because I know we got at least 2 of them.
232-5700. Once again, ladies, the number is 301-232-5700. It's been a long time since I gave my number out.
So, what about in same-sex marriages? How should they choose?
Same-sex marriages?
Yes.
It's the same.
What?
There's always one dominant and one.
Is it?
Yes.
Because what if both of them are just femmes?
I don't think there's ever been a relationship that both fem. It's always someone is more dominant than the next.
What makes the person more dominant?
More take charge, more in control, more wants to see things done.
So a man can't be with a woman who is more in charge and more taken
No,
care
a
of?
man can be.
So
But
why
a man
wouldn't
should
she?
still want to be able to protect his woman, protect his household, protect his kids, protect the pets.
All right. So
I'm not being male chauvinist.
I'm not saying you are.
It may seem
I'm
like that
married
to
to
some
you.
of
I don't think
our,
you are.
our viewers, but I just personally think even if a man has nothing but the clothes on his back, his job is still to protect his family. Not if he's,
All right.
got a call.
Hi. Oh. Candid.
Hello.
Hi, Candid Discussions. Can we ask who's on the call?
Hello?
Can I just be called caller?
You could be caller.
Yes, you definitely can be called
You
caller.
could be Miss Caller. How you doing, Miss Caller?
I'm well.
You well? Okay, that's good. So do you know what tonight's topic is?
Head of household.
Head of household. Do you run your household or do your man run your household?
I run my household.
Are you married?
Not anymore.
So is it fair to say that you only can run your household since you're not married? Are you? First of all, let me take that back. I'm not coming at you. Are you in a relationship in house?
No.
Okay.
So when you were married, who was the head of household, in your opinion?
My husband.
Okay.
Okay.
There we have it.
Did you voluntarily give that role up, or
Volunteer you.
did you voluntarily allow him to be the head of household, or did y'all have that conversation?
It was a work in progress
Okay.
Let me guess.
because I was used to running my household.
How did I know?
What she
How did I
say?
know? Because she used to run in her house.
Okay.
So it was hard for you to give up that control to him, correct?
It was hard for me to relinquish the baton. Yes.
Okay.
So what should I'm asking you as a female, what do you believe a male role should be in being the head of household? What things should they do?
I feel like I feel like the man should always be the head of household.
All right,
if
all
you
right.
guys live together. However, if you're used to being independent, like I was, like I said, it was very difficult. And we would, have conversations and dialogue about it. Sometimes misunderstandings.
So Miss Carter, let me ask you this
But
question. Doesn't it
ahead.
feel good to kind of relinquish that, to be taken care of, to not have to worry about so much?
Yes.
Can
But
ask
I
you-
feel like a head of household, as far as the guy's concerned, I feel like he's supposed to protect, provide, and the rest of the stuff will come.
I
As
agree.
long as he can do that, then I as the sometimes independent, dominant female, I can fall back.
Okay. So do you think as the man, as the head of household, do you think he should make the most money and pay most of the bills?
I feel like when you move in or marry somebody, it's like you share. It's no longer just your money or his money. It becomes our money.
Can you say
type
that
of
one more
thing.
time, please? Because I'm trying to get my wife to understand that. She won't co-sign for a truck for me.
That's a no.
Okay.
I will say that I always made more.
Mm-hmm.
I made more than my husband. However, I never tried to make him feel bad because he didn't make as much as I did.
Okay. So with
But I will say it does play a part in some of your disagreements because men automatically, they want to be in control. And when you're a woman that is used to taking care of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go and you align with a man, sometimes you gotta just let your pride and your ego go. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy for me. And
so
sometimes I want to say stuff, but then I'm not into belittling people.
true.
So that was never something I did,
So-
even though I knew.
So what
He
if
knew.
what if the head of the
I need
household?
him.
What if the head of household had a weakness? Do you feel as but you feel as though that is something the head of household should be able to take care of as a woman? Do you think you should step in or just let them fail?
No, I have to step in. It's a partnership. A marriage is like running a business. And so when one party, when the man, because it's difficult for a guy to tell you I failed. Most men don't do that. You have to kind of pick up on cues when you're like, okay, you're, mismanaging the money. Maybe I need to manage the money. Not you're saying you're taking control, but maybe I'm a better planner.
So I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. Candy is the better person of managing our money. If I'm out and about, we all with our family and friends, shots on me, everybody.
Facts.
She always reels me in and be like, look, calm down. It's okay to be around family and friends, but you ain't got to spend to be around.
Yeah.
So I agree with women being, well, some women, let me say that much, more skill set.
Women too can be mismanagers.
Oh no, I agree with you. I've met a couple of them. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to us, she reels me back in. But everything else, I kind of pretty much have the hold on. I buckle at times when it comes to finances, but I don't buckle too much because I know at the end of the day she knows what's best for us. She does give in at times, but she won't jeopardize our household for me to be lavish, let's say.
Live your best life.
Yeah, at times.
True. I mean, I guess it's different too, because when you come together as a couple, when you're in your early 20s, you're still trying to find yourself.
Correct.
So
Yep.
you can actually divvy out the roles a little bit more, probably smoother, or try to figure out the roles. But when you come together in your 40s, like we did, you're already strong in certain areas. Like I am an accountant, so I came in strong in the accounting world, where Dwayne comes more strong in the securing and being a protector role, and trying to merge that together. To me, the head of household, I will relinquish that, because I was the head of household for myself for so many years, for the past 10 years. But I'm okay with relinquishing that. But there's certain things that I know I'm strong at, and that I should be able to say, hey, look, babe, I'm stronger in this, and if I should be able to take care of this.
That's true, and you do. I definitely agree. So, Ms. Caller.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question. So if you were to get married again, or let's just say in a real serious relationship, and you all happen to move in together, would you be submissive enough to be let him be head of household?
Yeah. Like right now, I'm looking for a partner. I'm not looking for a playmate.
Okay.
What does playmate mean?
Playmate might be cheaper though.
Playmate means
Huh?
playmate means you just somebody to play with. And I don't take you seriously. I mean, you're just the fun guy.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no future in nothing.
Understand.
You're just somebody to have fun with. Because I'm in my 40s, so I'm just like a little bit different. And like I said, in my 20s, I was very independent. And then when I turned like 29, that's when I met my spouse. And then, like I said, we were together for a long time. But starting off, we used to have lots of disagreements. I'm like, why do I got to report to you what I do with my money?
Facts.
Miss Caller.
I'm like, and I'm working.
So Miss Caller.
This is my money. I'm not spending the bill money, but do I have to account? it was just hard for me to be like, oh, I have to tell him everything. Because at first in my mind, I'm like, I don't have to report this. This is my father.
So, Miss Caller, someone on my
Yes,
timeline,
sir.
someone on my timeline asked, "Are you looking for love or help?"
Ooh.
Honestly,
That's the only way we go here.
I'm just looking for a partner. I'm not looking for help because I make money. The money piece is for me is never the problem. I'm looking for somebody that can either meet me where I am or just be a partner, somebody that I don't have to coach and counsel. If, I'm not, and the love part of it, that stuff will come. Because you can be with somebody for a while and not, like, you can love them but not be in love with them.
True.
That's true.
True.
But
So
when
to me, the emotional part of it, for me, I'm a female, so we're emotional anyway. But I have walls up because I don't, like I said, I'm not a puppy love. So, seeing somebody that looks nice, I see people that look nice
Miss
every
Caller,
day.
Miss Caller, we have another call. We have another call. Thank you for calling, though. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much. Candid Discussions. This is Candy. Who's calling?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. How you
Christina.
doing?
You were very comical on the timeline. Did you just put something on my timeline?
Yes.
Yes, you are comical.
Yes. So, Miss Christina.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, so Miss Christina, are you currently in a relationship?
I'm dating.
Okay. So, have you ever been in a relationship where you lived with a male?
Yes, I have.
And in that relationship, who was the head of household?
At the time, I was out on maternity leave, and that person was the head of household. So not only did they pay the rent, they paid all the utilities, they paid all the groceries, and then they bought everything the baby needed.
So, are you equating head of household to financial needs?
Yeah.
So, if you were to if the person was unemployed and you were paying everything, do you think that make you the head of household?
Yes, it does.
So financially, you believe, Christina, that whoever has the most money runs the house.
No, that was just a different situation. I never been married before, but I know, like, back in the day, my grandfather took care of the household. Like, he paid all the bills. My grandma stayed home. She took care of all the kids. When he came home, meals were cooked and meals were provided. But this day and age, it's like you have two people running a household. More so now, women make more money than men. So it's kind of hard to say now, this day and age, who is really the head of the household.
I agree, but then it's also, you have to live and think that financially, it's set up that you have to have at least 2 to 3 incomes in that household.
Facts.
Exactly. So right now, I mean, if your man is the only one that's the provider and the income, he's working probably like 2 jobs to make it work as the other party isn't working. So you need 2 incomes in this day and age.
So, do you think it emasculates a man if a woman makes more money than him?
No, not really, unless she throws it in his face. Unless she come home all day and be like, I made 6 figures, do the laundry, or why my dinner ain't cooked. But I think if a female makes more than a male, it shouldn't matter. That's something he has to deal with on his own if he have an issue with it.
I personally feel like no one should throw their income in anyone's face.
I agree.
Because
it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, because if you're building something, if I run short, if I run short, you should be able to have me, and if you run short, I should be able to have you.
True.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you throw it in their face is when you're ready to break up with them. And
you don't do that either. Then people catch the cases and y'all both be in court for destroying each other's property.
Yeah, I don't think it should be brought up about incomes that much.
Hey.
So, I want to ask you one more question, then I'll let you go, because I know you're such a busy young lady.
Uh-huh.
If you were to meet a man tomorrow, and he is the guy of your dreams, he is good to you, your family, etc., would you be able to relinquish him giving I'm not going to say head of household because you still don't have your house, but let's just say, would you be a little bit submissive towards him if you felt like he was everything that you was looking for?
Of course.
Okay.
But that's hard to find. So do y'all know anybody? Can they call in?
Actually, I do.
I do too.
I'll let them know. They should call in 301-232-5700. Once again, the number is 301-232-5700. And thank you for your support, Christina, on air and off air. Appreciate
See
you.
y'all later.
All right.
See you later. All right, so I have one question that somebody wrote to me today.
Okay.
Asked for some questions. He said, if the person earning the most money is supposed to be the head of household, what happens if they are terrible at managing or being responsible with the finances?
Nothing happens. I mean, the other person can take over the finance part, but it doesn't mean that they can't be head of household.
Okay. So you and I both asked the same question on our page today. And the question that I asked was, who is the head of household, the woman, the man, or the person who makes the most money? So I'm going to give you a few of the responses I've received because I
Okay.
posted kind of late today.
I do mine after commercial.
Okay. You want to wait for both of us after commercial?
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to take a quick music break. Once again, when we come back, feel free to call 301-232-5700. 5700. Once again, the number 301-232-5700. And thank you for listening to Candid Discussion. We'll be right back after this music break. Alrighty, welcome back to Candid Discussion. I am Candy Davis. And I'm Unrestricted D.
And today's topic is head of household. Is the man the head of household? Is the woman the head of household? Or should it be based on some other factor? If you don't know, we had a few callers call in. So now we're about to go on to what we've discussed on our page today, which is who should be the head of household. We said man, the woman, or the person who makes the most money. So I'm going to go with some of the answers that some people on my Facebook page gave. The first person, Marlon, said the person who should be the head of household is the better leader.
What? Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, I don't disagree. It just depends on. I don't want to make it a male or female chauvinist type of thing, but if it's the man, if it's a male female, I still believe the male should be able to.
We got a caller.
Oh goodness.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for calling Candid Discussion. I'm Restricted D speaking. How may I help you?
It's Johnny D.
What's up, John?
Hello, John.
Me, Johnny, go
Johnny.
way
What's up
back.
with
Hey,
you?
you was comical on my comments too, man.
I know.
Some things I
This is
can't
a
say,
tough-
but you can say
This is
for
a
me.
tough subject.
You said it's a tough subject?
Yeah, man. It might take me a couple of minutes, but it's a very tough subject.
All right, so we got history together. We know a little bit about each other, and we both been kind of.
Yeah, no, we know a lot about each other.
Yeah, no, I had to downplay a little bit. You know, I
Yeah,
didn't want to.
please tell me. Please tell me.
He know more about me because I'm more public with mine because I didn't give him the opportunity to talk. You know, that's like my uncle. He all right. That's like my uncle.
Uncle Dwayne.
That's like my uncle.
So
Uncle Dwayne. Yeah, Uncle Dwayne. Go ahead, ask the question. Shoot.
Being in the situation that we have been in, everybody don't know. So let me ask you this question: do you find yourself to be the head of household when you were in a relationship?
Yeah.
Do you feel like
Yeah.
finances play a part of maybe controversial in a household?
The finances play a big part.
Okay. Why did you think so?
Now it depends, and also it depends on the people, the two people. Like I give you a good example.
Okay.
Just because I make $100,000 don't mean I can't take my woman's advice in the household.
I agree.
All right. Just because I might make 100,000, she might make 40,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, me personally, I run my household like a business. You know, I run my household like a business. You know, I'm the manager. I'm the CEO. I'm not gonna say I'm everything,
Right.
but when you have, like, say for instance, I give you a good example. You know, if a bill need to be paid, a bill need to get paid. You know, that rent come every 30 days, no matter what. That mortgage come every 30 days, no matter what. So I'm a firm believer. It could be 50-50. That's great. It could be 60-40 my way, 70-30. All right, that's fine. But you gotta manage that as a team. You know, but at the same time, I'm still the leader. You know, I run this because you can have kids running all over the place. You can have outsiders. That means, for example, you might have a child in the household that's not particularly made by the two people, you know, that's in the house.
Right.
So the other man, he not just gonna come to your house when he want. That's a part of running the household. I'm running the household. I don't run around the house. You know, I'm a strong father.
So
that
yes,
anybody.
you are. And you know, congratulations to my nieces and nephews. You know, I know and I still see the things that you do. And, you know, we run into each other from time to time. And I just want to tell you, you know, publicly, I am proud of you. We have came a long way, and you know, keep going what you're doing.
Long
cool,
way.
Dad.
And I'm still fighting. But
hey, we're gonna fight every day, bro.
She just don't know that I'm not gonna stop fighting.
There you go.
But I'm never gonna stop fighting.
There you know.
Go. But at the end of the day, the whole household thing, it all depends on the people, and not necessarily money. My woman might make $100,000. I might make $40,000. But at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer that the man runs the household. He's the muscle. You know, if you got a weak man in the house, you have a weak household. If you might have a weak man and a strong woman, no disrespect to women still ain't stronger than men. You know, it's about them outsiders, right, that come in trying to break that household down. It's like, yeah, you know, Johnny, he saw we can do this, we can do that. Johnny ain't soft. Or that woman that say, look, she might have some friends over. Hey, I need to go in the house. I mean, we need to go ahead and shut this party down because, you know, Johnny got to be working in the morning. Yep. So that's where the team come in. But at the end of the day, you got a weak man, you have a weak household.
I definitely agree with you. Hey, Johnny, look, we got to cover the rest of these comments, but I'm definitely got to have you on the show. I'm going to have you on that other show.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like what y'all doing, and I was sitting on the couch looking at y'all, but y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
I appreciate that, bro.
Thank you for calling in, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So to kind of piggyback off of what you said and what Johnny said, also a friend of mine, Ayana, said, "Who is the best leader and makes the sound decisions? Is head of household."
Facts. Oh, we got another call.
I got another call. Let's go.
This is a hot topic.
Candy discussion. I'm restricted D and Candy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm calling in.
You calling in? I knew you was gonna call in. Turn that volume down.
I'm sorry.
Turn the volume down.
You getting an echo?
Okay.
All our
Hello?
friends is showing love today.
I see, right? Oh Lord,
I
I'm
know,
ready for it.
I'm ready
Go
to
ahead.
argue now. I only got how much minutes? We probably got like 11 minutes left for me to argue with you.
That's why I waited until the end.
All right, go ahead, baby.
So, quick
Well,
question.
give your
So
name.
for those who don't know you,
Do you want to give your name?
Okay, this is Charlie.
okay. So, Charlie, have you ever been married?
Yes,
In your marriage, who was the head of the household?
the spouse. But the man's spouse.
Okay. Your husband.
Yes.
Okay.
I like to say has been, but go ahead.
Okay. See, they say look.
That's a good one.
Look. So, was it hard? So, let me ask you another question. Not making him seem less of a man that some people may think. Was the income equally, or one was higher than the other?
One was higher than the other.
Did it play a big problem within y'all marriage?
I think it played a problem for him. I think because of traditional roles, when people haven't had a tradition that the man should be the head of the household and make the most money. So it's automatically like they feel like less than. It was never, me throwing it in your face or anything like that, because I think I pretty much I made sure he was the leader. I was okay with him being the leader, because here's my take is that, we women, we want to be strong and all that, but that's when there's roles and responsibilities. And so people are good at certain things. So those things that you're good at, yeah, you can step up and be the project manager for that particular role. However, in any business organization, there's only one leader. It's got to be one. It's got to be one leader, the person who takes control and lead and make the decision.
Okay.
Okay.
So the more dominant one, correct?
So to me, it's the one who presents themselves as a leader.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter male or female. It doesn't say who. We're not going to create a role. If you're not a leader, you can't. If that's not your natural innate ability, then why are you trying to step up to be a leader in situations that you are not familiar with or comfortable with?
So,
however, I think it's about when you decided to get married. What was your thought and process in the roles when you were talking about let's get married? I want to marry you. So that's something that most people don't talk about.
Okay, so since you brought that up, and I wanted to ask you this, so wouldn't you know already if that person is strong enough to lead you?
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. So to me, it's counterproductive when you think they're going to change after marriage, or you think they're going to change if you keep guiding them and giving them hints that they're going to change. They're not going to change. They are who they are. And if you love them as they are, and you have to be truthful to yourself. Is this something you want to do? This is the affairs you want to be in, where the person is not strong enough to be that dominant person that you want. Now, if you want someone who's not dominant and you're okay with it, and both of you guys agree on, I don't think anyone should step in and say he should lead just because he should be the one. If that works for them, then it works for them.
Correct.
So to me, it's whoever is the leader, whoever is the strong one. But someone needs, in order for it to work, at any organization, any business practice, there's got to be a leader. There's got to be somebody who's strong enough to stand up and lead.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if male or female.
Charlie, you're getting a lot of likes on my page right now, but you already know how it goes. We only got less than 9 minutes, Charlie. But
absolutely.
Oh, we got 5 minutes. God.
You're not going to argue with me. Yay!
Oh, we got 4 minutes. I forgot Ryan don't play. So look, Charlie, we appreciate you again. We appreciate you as well, on air and off air. And thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much, Charlie.
All right, good
right.
to have you guys back on the air. All right,
All right.
bye.
All right, so let's read off a couple of them for like 2 minutes. Let's go.
All right. So David said, I can't speak for others, but I'm the head of household.
My friend Shamika said back in the day it was the man, but nowadays folks don't have any core foundations about life and how to live it. But it should be an equal thing.
Shelly said, whoever those in the relationship want to be. I don't think in terms, so it also depends on what you mean by head of household. What does that even mean? In my entire life, I've never defined one or deemed it necessary to. I have a partnership, period.
All right, so I'm going to read 3 quick ones. My friend Tasha said the man is the head of the household. Sho said the man should be, but every man doesn't know how to be. And Murray also put up a focus of Christ, husband, wife, and children. That's how it should be. Shauna said the husband. You got another one?
All right, so last one, the caller who was disconnected said, my head of household is giving me a load of shit right now and checking me, so I can't call back. But in Spanish word, normally the woman calls the shots. And this is in the Spanish world. That means the men, of course, are there to protect and whoop some ass when necessary. But what the woman says goes. There's no need for rebuttal.
All right, so Peaches, that we know very well, says, whatever works in your household, do what works for y'all and forget society. Remember, everyone doesn't believe in the Bible or organized religion. Also, a mutual friend of ours, Jennifer, says, my husband is the head of our household, meaning he is the leader. We make sound decisions together, but ultimately he cares for the home and he pays the bill. I assist wherever is needed. I allow him to lead because that's how I was taught, and it should be. But thankfully, he's a humble man and always wants to know how I feel about things.
Ooh, that's a good man right there.
My old coworker Renee says, hubby definitely makes the money, but I run the house. My man Dewan said, the man, unless he lives with her in her place. You got some more? I got some more to go.
Kiana said both the man and the woman.
All right, Michelle said whoever name is signed first on the lease. But she said, I agree that a man should be the man of the house, but we both make decisions together as a whole. My man Martin said, we both are. I will not force anything on my wife, nor will she on me. We come to an agreement or a compromise. Titles fucks with people's psych these days, and I agree.
All right. Darren said, hopefully the man. Any man that allows a woman to be the head of household is lame.
All right. Our friend Thumper says God. Bianca says the breadwinner. Also, my man John said, man is the head, woman is the neck. Can't turn your head without the neck.
Facts. So if you thank you all for listening. Upcoming events for KKSE, you can go to kkse.club. But February the 14th through the 16th is our ski getaway. We are still taking deposits. We are on the second deposit now, so you have to make 2 deposits. You can contact myself, Candy, or Restricted D. Inbox us, text us, hit us up on the feed. We can get you on that trip.
Hey, we thank you all for listening, and we will bring you more controversial topics like that. And just remember that Unrestricted D says the man runs the household no matter what his pockets look like. I'm Unrestricted D.
I am Candy Davis.
And we're Candy Discussion, and we appreciate you all taking the time. Good night.
Good night.